Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, today I watched the X-Men 97 episode 7. It was called Bright Eyes. And I'm about to show you what I'm representing here. So this was very much a Rogue episode, which was really cool. Also, Beast. I've been talking about how, Beast hasn't been showing up enough. And he has a presence here. It's not like a lot of epic stuff or anything, but he drops some awesome quotes. I'll probably talk about those in a bit. And normally I'm wearing this hat when I'm reviewing this series, but I'm going to take it off. And I'm just going to wear this here, Walt Disney Studios, because I got to give them major props, because the stuff we are seeing in this show, you wouldn't think you would see on Disney. Like, we're seeing some like violent stuff here. We're seeing some characters make some moves that wouldn't have even been on like Fox, like when we were kids. Like in the original animated series, some of the stuff we're seeing here, they wouldn't let characters do. Like, certainly, I can't imagine it. And for Disney, with their reputation, this mouse right here is like, you know what? Yeah, go ahead and do it. Sure. I just got to give them props for that, because it is making some compelling storytelling, and I gasped at something I saw today. And I was just like, I can't believe this is happening. This better, something needs to, I mean, how are they going to, can I just tell you what happened? Like, Rogue, like, commits a little bit of murder in it. And I remember, I was like, oh, like, I was like, Rogue, what are you doing? And not only was I saying that, Morph said it too. Morph was like, is this who we are now? What's going on? He needs to do that laugh more. He doesn't do it anymore, and I wish he would. But it was like, oh my goodness, this is like wild. Because Rogue right now, how did we get there? Previous, all sorts of spoilers happening. Gambit has died, and obviously we know their history together. He's been killed, trying to save her. And also, I got a mustache in my mouth. Also, Magneto, who she was having like a relationship with because she was able to touch him due to like his magnetic powers or something. I don't know. It was kind of a reach, but whatever. It's fine. And he dies too. So she loses two lovers in seconds of one another, basically. And she is very upset about it. Obviously, she's sad. We're seeing her like mourning their deaths. She's very upset by them, by those deaths, clearly, obviously. But also, she's very angry about them, and she is going on a spree. And it's like, oh, dang. And she's out there killing people and destroying things. And it's just like, wow, I can't believe we're seeing this on the Mouse's channel. So that was all very interesting. And also through this mourning process, we have Nightcrawler there, because I'm going to be bouncing around, but the beginning of the episode is Gambit's funeral, and I was like, choking up a little bit. I probably could have shed some tears, but I was eating some donut holes and some coffee, so I didn't. But if I wasn't eating, I probably would have been fully immersed. So I regret eating at that moment. I was just like, I'm going to sit down here and eat these donuts and watch this show. But I can't do anything. I can't multitask during this show, because I wish I could have been fully in it and tears flowing, but it didn't happen because I was working on those donuts. But yeah, it was very emotional, and Nightcrawler was there, and we all know he's very religious, so that was very fitting to see him the way we saw him, and he was just giving this great, what do you call it, like eulogy. And then he's also comforting Rogue later in using his wise words to, help comfort her a little bit. And man, it's quite the episode. There's a lot going on though. That's not even like the only thing. I want to mention Beast. Beast is awesome. He's like he's dropping quotes. He drops Martin Luther King, and he also dropped Mr. Rogers. And it was funny because he said that line, the Mr. Rogers quote about "Look for the helpers," and I was like, I know that. And then I looked over to my wife and I was like, isn't that like a quote we know? And then she's like, yeah, it's Mr. Rogers. And then he goes, Mr. Rogers. And I was like, oh, right. So that was really cool. But yeah, I liked seeing Beast a lot. Beast is my favorite X-Men. I have a lot of Beast stuff, but right here on camera, this is the only one you can see right here. But all my Beast collection is right over there. Gosh, what else was going on? Oh, we have a new villain introduced. Like, we've kind of been thinking like Sinister was behind all of this stuff that's going on, and while he it's like as a pawn, because there's somebody bigger, meaner, more terrifying that is sort of pulling the strings right now of destroying Genosha and everything, and it's things are getting frightening. If Mr. Sinister is sort of cowering in the presence of somebody, what does that mean, right? What else do we got? We have I feel like I'm missing a bunch of stuff, but like Rogue was really kind of the impactful stuff, and of course I loved seeing Beast. He also, one of his girlfriends from the comics was in this episode also, and he gets a little upset with her. And what I love about Beast is that he's always level-headed and stuff, but here he starts to show a little bit more what's the word, I would say he's still level-headed, but he's less like neutral. A lot of times he's very neutral in situations, and he's less that here with his choice of words. So that was very interesting to see. We get some Cable here. There's some good stuff going on with Cyclops and Jean. Oh gosh, I guess should I talk about the end, like the big reveal? Spoilers over here. We learn, and I don't know if I expected him to be alive. I think I expected some time travel to make him alive again to happen, but that's not the case. So basically, Magneto's not dead. We find that he's alive, and this new baddie, whose name I don't know, probably was mentioned, I'm not sure. He has him alive right now, and he's like, held hostage. So there's that. What else do we got? I feel like I should show this more, make it more X-Men-y here. Sleeves, Rogue right there again, her episode. Storm wasn't in this one. Gosh. Oh yeah, there was some good stuff with gosh, I can never remember his name, but like Jubilee and what is it, Sunfire, Starfire, I never remember his name, Roberto. So some good stuff with them. Like he lets his parents know, or his mom at least, that he's a mutant, and she seems to take it really well. But then she's like, now we have to have a lot of rules so nobody out in public knows that you're a mutant. And they're like, what? You seem so supportive. What's going on? So it's like she's being supportive inside the family unit, but not beyond there. Like beyond these walls, nobody can know, is sort of how she is. The opening was different a little bit. Nightcrawler's still one of the main people that they introduce. There's no Xavier, no Magneto at the very beginning, when they're listing all the names and everything. We saw Nimrod. That was cool. I remember Nimrod from like the actually, Nimrod was also in this episode. He was, I'm pretty sure, I think I saw a flash of Nimrod. Also, Emma Frost was in this episode, and she was a diamond. So that was cool to see. But yeah, anyway, I thought it was a good episode. A lot to do with anger and grief and how to handle death and how it is handled. But my goodness, again, Rogue. Wow. So what do you think? Are they going to tackle that more? Because she can't just like, you know, be a murderer and then nothing happens. I feel like they're going to have to address that and she's going to have to feel bad for it. Right? I don't know. It just kind of seemed a little strange that it wasn't really addressed. So maybe they will do that eventually. How does this look? It's like I'm playing poker or something. Anyway, yeah, I want to know what your thoughts are. I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. What's the new bad guy's name? Did they say it? He wasn't on the original show. At first, he almost sounded like he was, because he was like, I used to be like you, or something back in the 90s. I was a villain, or I can't remember what he said, but I was like, I don't think I know this person. But anyway, is he in the comics? Tell me. I want to know. But what do you think of this episode? What do you think of this show? Like, I mean, it's pushing the envelope of what it used to be, right? And, like, again, props to Disney for allowing this stuff to happen and make a compelling story for the kids that grew up with it, us watching it as adults. I think we're all loving it. I don't think anybody dislikes this show. That's watching it. I haven't seen a single bad thing about it. I feel like this is a hit. And are they going to make more? Are we going to get X-Men 98? Are we going to get X-Men 99? X-Men 2000? What are we going to get? Because they can't just stop here. Maybe they can, I guess. I don't know. But I feel like it's a hit. Everybody loves it. Anyway, but does it have the numbers? It's like, yeah, people may love it, but does it have the numbers? Is it getting I feel like people are watching it. I feel like people are watching it. People at work are watching it, so I don't know. I'm watching it, and I don't watch a lot of other stuff. So I know I keep trying to end this. Thank you so much for watching, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.